The man never expected that at just level 1, he would encounter a D-grade vulture monster. Although he had the ability to summon monsters to fight, his level was too low, making the summoned pets utterly useless. In the end, with no other options, the protagonist summoned the most useless creature from his pets, the leech. He had hoped it would at least serve as a distraction, but in actual combat, he discovered that the leeches didn't suck blood but instead drained the enemy's magic power. This unexpected turn of events made the protagonist reconsider fleeing. Although the leech's attacks weren't immediately fatal, they weakened the monster significantly. Combined with the attacks from his other pets, the protagonist swiftly struck down the vulture with his sword. Normally, slaying a D-grade monster would be enough to level up several times, but the protagonist's leveling difficulty was 100 times that of others. Thus, he remained at level 1. Nevertheless, he felt quite satisfied. After bringing the vulture back home, his family was utterly shocked. After all, it typically took several adults to take down a D-grade monster. How could a 6-year-old accomplish such a feat? The protagonist lied, claiming that the vulture was already near death when he encountered it, with numerous bite marks as evidence. This explanation was convincing, and everyone simply thought he was lucky. Although every part of the vulture was valuable, as serfs had to surrender 60% of their gains to the lord, the protagonist ended up with only 10 kilograms of meat. From then on, he went out daily to hunt vultures. After relentless effort, he finally defeated his 10th monster, and the accumulated experience finally allowed him to level up to level 2. Compared to level 1, his abilities had nearly doubled. As he hunted more and more vultures, his parents eventually noticed something was amiss. The protagonist proactively confessed, fabricating a story that at birth, a god had given him a divine revelation, granting him wisdom and strength beyond ordinary people but subjecting him to a hell difficulty trial. He kept his identity as a summoner a secret, as in this world, monsters were humanity's enemies, and summoners who could call forth monsters might easily be misunderstood. Fortunately, his parents didn't press for details, only expressing sympathy for the hardships he had to endure at such a young age. After learning his secrets, his parents warned him not to disclose them to anyone, with one exception, his father's close friend. To the protagonist, this man was like a second father, having taught him much of his daily knowledge. It was from him that the protagonist learned that serfs had a way to become commoners, by paying the lord 10 gold coins. The meat from one vulture could be exchanged for 10 silver coins, meaning roughly 100 vultures would meet the requirement. This gave him a new goal, as becoming a commoner would allow him to leave the village freely and provide more opportunities to hunt monsters. The protagonist thought his days would simply involve continuously hunting vultures, but an unexpected piece of bad news arrived. The lord decreed that the required wild boars to be submitted would increase from 10 to 15. This meant facing greater dangers in the future, and even if they met the quota, the lord might continue to raise the requirements. In the past, the protagonist might have turned a blind eye, but now he decided to join the hunt.